What's going on, D-Gens? Here we are, NBA on a Tuesday. It is November 25th, Thanksgiving week, guys. NBA, let's go. I, of course, am your favorite capper's favorite capper, J.A. Cavalier. This is NBA Player Performance. Go ahead, smash the like button, thumbs up. Appreciation, always appreciated. And of course, I appreciate you guys the most. If you're new, go ahead, subscribe, and be sure to tell a friend, because if you're not telling a friend, are you really, truly a friend? Of course, I'm doing this every day, Monday through Friday. I'm going to break down the card, tell you who I like, tell you why I like them, hopefully making you a smarter player along the way. Let's get to NBA on a Tuesday. But first, bring in that intro.
I live the bright lights, the type the crowd likes. Where you at, ballers? Ladies love me and men, they wanna be me, they pay to come see me. Where you at, ballers?
So another good night. I think we went 4-3 overall. Smashed the Rockets in the NBA. You know, the Heat, which was my biggest play in the NBA, first quarter, and I'll get to the big play in a second. But the Heat in the first quarter, up by 4. First off, it was the worst fourth quarter of the season for Miami shooting wise. And it did worry me a little bit that Hero was going to come into the lineup and change the continuity of things. I was actually talking to Bernsey prior to the show. That's my biggest fear with tonight with the Heat. But they've been so good in the first quarter. It's pretty much an autoplay for me at this point. Automatic max bet, automatic 5 dimes on the Heat in the first quarter. And they were up by 4 in the first quarter. And of course, at the buzzer, they give up a 3, cutting it to 1. We had it at 1.5, 2.5, depends where you shop at. So that ends up losing. Heat didn't cover the full game. And that has to be a coaching thing, right? The Heat continue to come out so hot in games, build up double-digit leads, and then in the fourth quarter, they are allowing every team in the league to make it close. Now, I will say this, the Dallas Mavericks have been playing better ball, but still, this is more of a Miami Heat thing than a Dallas Maverick thing. So I lost that. NFL was great, except for the free pick video where people will just be people. I told you, it really, truly is my troll video of the day. The free pick that I post on social media, the free pick that I post on Instagram, if that loses, the sky is falling. I'm the worst fucking handicapper in the world. That's the way the reactions are. So, of course, I had the over. And it's not, there was 4 interceptions thrown, 2 of which happened in the end zone, 1 by each team. So, which, of course, that doesn't affect an over, right? No way. No fucking way. I've always said that interceptions and turnovers can go either way. They can either help an over or more so support an under. It just depends on where on the field that these turnovers happen. If the offenses were moving throughout the entire first half and then they're ending in interceptions. You can't do anything about that, right? But I continuously tell people, watch the podcast. I give out a ton for free on the podcast. And the podcast yesterday made money. If you played that correctly, if you watched, if you actually listened, it made money because the McMillan touchdown was at plus 163 and the Purdy prop was to be used only in a parlay piece because I didn't think there was much value laying the 170. I'm not a guy who lays 170. I'm just not. I'm not going to do it. So I said, and I suggested on the show yesterday, use it in a parlay piece. But in the NFL, I, of course, did smash the first quarter with the 49ers. I also like the 49ers in the first half, but I didn't think there was much value on the number. First half with a 49er team in a spot like that, laying 7, you're going to catch that line at 3.5, 4.5, and everything else is going to be juiced to the high heavens and just not playable, right? So I couldn't get a number that I liked enough on the first half, so I played them the full game at the 7, at the 6.5. That one cashed, of course. And the 49ers made it difficult. Brock Purdy looked like shit last night, all night. Missing wide open receivers, making his reads a little bit too late, throwing the ball behind people. Whatever. It is what it is. But like I said, these trolls just, man, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's like they live to spread hate. Not the fact that I come on here every day and share the wealth, right? Share the knowledge, give you guys the insight. More important, This is my opinion. This is my handicap. Nobody in the world can tell me my fucking opinion is wrong because it's mine. It belongs to me. It belongs to me. You know, you don't like it? Beat it. Fuck off. Go elsewhere. You don't have to watch, right? That's the beauty. Or go opposite. Fade me. I don't give a shit. I mean, long term, that's a losing process. I will say that. But you know what? Have at it. Have a cow. Have a day. You know what I'm saying? You're welcome. It's free will. That's the best part about life. You know, I'm coming here to give people free information, free picks, break down games in a way that no one else does it, right? And to troll over and over is kind of crazy. And worse, and this is the worst fucking part. And this is what actually makes me laugh, right? So they're trolling in the DMs on Instagram yesterday. And you know what the funny part about it is? My son and his fucking frat brothers are the ones who were responding to those fucking DMs. Do you really think that I'm on Instagram checking my DMs? You fucking sieve. Do you really believe that I'm responding to, with 1 million followers on Instagram, that I'm going through each and every one of them responding? They know the clients they put in a separate folder, and I'll check those later at the night at some point. You fucking goofy fucking clowns. It's like the circus closed, right? Ringling Brothers went out of business, and all of the clowns needed a new platform to perform on. Well, that platform became Instagram. And what's really funny is it's pretty fucking hard to troll someone who just made $30,000. Like, it was a $30,000 profitable night for me. I cashed my 25 dime route, which was a cross sport play, which I typically don't like to do, but I love the spot for both teams. It was the Niners laying the 2. I altered that down to 2, and then the Heat money line. They made it hard, but doesn't matter. The ticket still fucking cashed, and I had 25,000 on that. So who are you fucking trolling? Like, honestly, I go 8-2 on Sunday, make damn near $60,000, $70,000. I sweep the board on Saturday. Who are you trolling? Like, really, who are you fucking trolling? Anyway, I'm coming in hot. Coming in hot. We're going to bring that heat into today's NBA card. The Hawks are laying 10.5. The total here is at 236.5. The good old days when I used to weigh 236.5. Look, I don't like laying double digits, but if there was ever a time to lay it, this would be that time. Washington is the worst team in the NBA by virtually every metric. Dead last in net rating, dead last in defensive rating, allowing nearly 124 points per 100 possessions. Even without Trae Young, the Hawks have looked good. They're still 9-4, top 10 in effective field goal percentage. And the Wizards play at the 4th fastest pace. So you ask me, why is that important? Why does the Wizards' pace matter in a game like this? Because it's going to give the Atlanta offense more possessions. And as I stated, top 10 in effective field goal percentage. So more possessions for an efficient offense against the NBA's worst defense. No bueno. That's a bad combination. And then you also have to add in the fact that it's a cup game. So there's an added bonus of it being a cup game. And remember, size matters when it comes to the cup. So the Hawks have added incentive to run up the score tonight. I like the Hawks. I like them by double digits. Now, for every game on tonight, since it was a short card, I have a prop that I like. And my top prop here is going to be Okongwu's over 2.5 assists. There's just good value on this at plus 140. He's actually been thriving within Atlanta's high assist offensive system. Uptick in playmaking as of late over the past couple of weeks. In fact, he's cleared this number in 4 of his last 5 and in 7 of his last 10. He's averaging 3.6 assists during that process. The Hawks lead the NBA in assists, and Okongwu is 70th in the 70th percentile amongst bigs. I like him in this spot. Okongwu's over 2.5 assists. Magic laying 2.5. The total here is at 229.5. When you first glance at this game, your natural reaction is going to be looking towards Orlando, but not for me. I'm on the under 229.5 here. I just think this number is set way too high, and the books fell asleep at the wheel. See, both of these teams have been moving at a snail's pace. Philly is 25th in pace, and Orlando is 20th. So right off the bat, possessions are going to be limited. The Magic's defense performing better over their last 10 games. And 76ers offense has been sputtering. I know it started off the season really hot, really fast, but as of late, it's sputtering. They're averaging just 111 over their last 7 games. And the Sixers' home totals have leaned heavily to the under as well. 4 of their last 5 have stayed below the number. Put it all together. You have slow pace, defensive stability, and offensive firepower missing tonight. You know what you get, right? You get an under. Also, in this game, top prop, I'm going to go with Wagner, the one of the Wagner brothers, the better one, Franz. Over 10.5 assists and rebounds. We're going to bypass his points. The 10.5 is just a catchy number. Matter of fact, this is such a sharp look that I actually impressed myself. Especially when you look with Banchero out, he's sidelined, right? Wagner's stepping into a more expanded role. He's clearing this number in 8 of his last 10, 11.8 average during that span, 97th percentile in rebounding and 94th percentile in assists. That his increased usage is at 25% without Banchero. Gotta love the spot for him. We're going over his assists and rebounds. Lakers are laying 6.5. The total here is at a 228.5. Let's just keep it simple, stupid. All the bets and handle are all over the Lakers tonight as expected. I also lean the Lakers as well. But look, what I really like in this spot is over. Like I said, keep it simple, stupid. Especially with the NBA Cup, right? Cups matters, points matter, size matter. Differential matters, pushing teams to keep scoring rather than easing off. And the Lakers trend over at home as is, right? They've hit the over in 6 straight at home. Even though the Clippers operate at a slower pace, their defensive issues make it easier to score on them. They're 25th in defensive rating against a Laker team that's top 10 in offense in points per possession. With LeBron, Luka, Reeves, Harden, and Kawhi all expected to clear 20 tonight, this could land easily in the mid to late 230s, right? So add in the tournament format. Neither side has any reason to pump the brakes. I like this one up and over the posted total. My top prop here is going to be Hachimura, just because I like saying his name, over 1.5 threes. Good value, plus 120. One of the better value plays on the board tonight. He's been knocking down shots from deep, averaging 1.87 made threes per game. And he's on absolute fire right now, clearing this number in 4 of his last 5 and in 9 of his last 10. Hachimura's efficiency has been elite, 3rd amongst all forwards. In true shooting percentage at 67%. Big numbers. I like this one. This one right here is good money.
Tell me what you gonna do now. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling.
That's right, guys. Get to YLose.com. That's the letter YLose.com. We're going to be using the website a lot more. We're probably going to be closing down the app soon and just going strict to website. There's just so much more that we could do on the website. More customer friendly, more for the community, free picks, more contact information. I like it, man. I like the website a lot. Anyway, tonight, fuck everything else. I have one game that I personally love tonight. I have 10,000 on it, and I'm limiting it. 10,000 on one play tonight in the NBA. You want it? Come get it. $100. It's yours. My big plays have been on absolute fucking fire. What am I up? Like 150 over the last 10 days or something? Yeah, Birdie's saying it's just stupid. It's just goofy. $100 right now. I'm going to give you the one play tonight that I personally have 10,000 on. It's yours. Listen. You want in, you buy it. Of course, I'll offer some sort of backing, maybe like an elite week basketball or something for free if it doesn't hit. Matter of fact, said, done, easy, make it simple. $100, it doesn't cash. I'm giving you a week of elite basketball. I also have a big play tonight in the Tennessee-Houston game as well in college basketball. So I'm going to throw that in as an added bonus as well. I'll give you that play as well. Guys, pick that up right now. Anyway, I'm going to be back here tomorrow to break down the NBA card. Also, remember, we have the world's largest feast going on for Thanksgiving where I'm giving all of my plays, my entire card, absolutely free to everybody. Seat at my table. We all look to eat, and you guys get to eat free. Also, I'm going to look to do the NFL show tomorrow night, so we'll get that out on schedule. If not, then it'll be a day late, and we'll get it out Friday later in the day or early Saturday morning. But it will be done. It will be done, just like the prayer. What is it? Kingdom come, thy will be done. Yeah, right. Thou art as it is in heaven. There you go. No, Mike, I've always been a god. All right, guys, listen, I'm gonna see you guys back here tomorrow to break down the NBA card. But until then, remember, bet with your head, not above it.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation